I'm doing this little interview thing to talk about the tape Miracle, but the general statement of it, rather than like depicting songs and all the other like extra stuff. So to be honest, like escaping your thoughts is like probably one of the hardest things that people have to do on their own. Like it's just you get so mind boggled by what other people are thinking and how that perception is going to be brought upon you, and it's just like, damn, what the fuck do I do? Like, what have I gotten myself into? And how can I escape this? For me, it will be like working out or drinking tea or just doing things that I know are common to me and common to my body most of all, to really push me through. And even like just recording music in general, like I need to get uncomfortable in order to escape my thoughts so I could transpire that in the music. But like when I'm making the music, I don't want to make it from a place of anger or defeat. Like it's just a purpose in my life, a stage in my life where I had to overcome some obstacles, whether it be with my friends, woman, school, all that shit. I really just pushed the narrative of like, yo, rather than just staying in a funk, why don't you do something about it and really put your thought into it? Like I suggest anybody. I know there's a lot of people that write their thoughts and like diaries and shit like that. That's all escaping your thoughts, because holding all that in isn't good. Even if you do it in a musical way and you could do that, that's perfect. If you do it in another way, spoken word, or you just like to write, at the end of the day, you're still escaping your thoughts and becoming more of a person. And you're allowing yourself to mess up, but then you're allowing yourself to learn. Even if you're not like in like therapy classes or anything, but just like I said, keeping a routine of things that you know that make you uncomfortable, but you know that the result afterwards is going to be better. And now connecting that to Miracle, there's a lot of things that I've gone through personally, but like there's a lot of things that people do go through, and there's only ways certain people can express it, and it's just like respect what they say because that's how they feel. And I feel like you shouldn't even be mad or think somebody else is mad about how they affected you. Fighting for love isn't easy, but it's like, who are you fighting for? Are you fighting for them, or are you fighting for yourself? Because you could love somebody so much, but it's like, if they're not beneficial, then is it really love? Or is it just like you're getting betrayed by your own peace? Like your peace is being interrupted. I take peace. I really take your inner peace and love very serious when it comes to being involved with people. Just be honest. Be honest. Be ready to have talks or conversations that can make the bond better, or either you know where people stand. And I'm a big person that chases love, but then again, you can't force it. You can't force love upon somebody else, or vice versa. So you can do as much fighting as you can, but if that person can't fight for you, then what is it? I would say right person. Because I don't never think there's a wrong time for you to be involved with somebody. Because they were either going to meet you in your current standing like you are now, or they were going to meet you in a future time, and you guys will either come back together, or one, be introduced to each other. So I don't think any person that you deal with is never not like a bad person. Like it's just an experience. And that's one thing I think as people that we need to understand, is that everybody is an experience that we deal with. Whether it's a good solution or a bad solution, you got to thank that person for that experience. Because if you didn't put me through that, then I wouldn't know how to step onto my next pedestal of life. And some of these experiences could be bad. They could be traumatizing, but that traumatizing thing, it carries on to you, but it also burdens. Like, am I going to bring this trauma to the next person? Because I wouldn't even want to bring trauma to the next person, especially if it has nothing to do with them. Sometimes you can't explain, like, just seeing a person is love. Like, damn, like, I missed you, my nigga. Or if you see one of your boys, like, I miss you, my guy, like, that's love off rip. Or if you see your girl, like, yo, I missed you. Like, and I miss you could be an I love you. But some people actually want to hear you say I love you to really get that validation of like, oh, you really feeling me. And I feel like times it's easy to tell somebody that you love them, but if you can't fully show them, then there won't be no trust in between that saying. Love is universal. Yeah, love is universal, definitely. It's nothing easy about it. It's nothing. I don't know. Like, I think love does exist. Like, but it's all about finding it. But finding it for your own comfort and then that person's own comfort. It was worth it because you allowed that experience to come in. And every relationship comes out with something. Like, every breakup, every get back together, like, there's still love for that person, but it's like, if you can't respect my values, then what are we really doing? Everybody's all over the place. I'm even all over the place with my emotions and thoughts. But me even being in front of this camera and talking to y'all about these certain problems is what's really like uplifting. And that's one thing I also want to display in this project. It's just the notion of being very uncomfortable and then writing about these things. But when you look back, you're like, I let that shit go.